What's up with you, Brown Peach? Brittany? What's going on? Yeah, I knew you was coming. Yeah, this ain't a poly segment. I just wanted to get on here. You hear my music? That's what I wake up to in the morning. You know? Nah, I'm just one of those good moves to talk about shit. No fuck for it. No fuck today, baby. We're doing it straight natural. How y'all feeling, man? Good afternoon. It's pretty early. It's 2:38. What's good with everybody? You got them Aladdin. I am looking for me a new Jasmine. You know what I'm talking about? The Drip Angels are good. Armani. Let me know if I'm smacking loud and shit too. Armani good. She just in the cut. Now I just really wanted to chop it up with y'all today. You know, just chop it up with y'all about some, you know, some real stuff that's on my mind. Instead of always waiting for a certain time, I just thought I'd just come on here and just speak. And whoever's tuned in, it was meant for, or whoever ain't tuned in, it wasn't meant for. You know what I'm talking about? Drinking something. I hope y'all taking care of yourself too. All right, somebody asked me how the OnlyFans going. They ain't accepted. They ain't, oh, look, it's a Jasmine right there too. I think I found my next Jasmine. But check this out. They ain't accepted my stuff yet, man. OnlyFans is hating, but it's cool. Armani Bougie got one, you know. We might be going over there. Yeah, the watermelon most definitely is the lick. But yeah, Armani Bougie created OnlyFans. I created one, but they ain't approved mine yet. I'm thinking about going live tonight, but I know y'all only like it. Not y'all only like it, but I know it's more interesting when we can see more Drip Angels. But since she's going through quarantine, Armani is doing quarantine, I didn't really want to go back live again with the Drip Angels until everybody can be here, you know? Because it's only me and Armani right here in the house because nobody else want to get sick. But I just wanted to get on here, man, just to chop it up with some people. You said Princess Jasmine right there? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? You know, they call me, you know what I'm saying, the 918 Drip God, a.k.a. Aladdin, looking for my ghetto Jasmine. You know what I'm talking about? Tea time. Now, but for real, you know, all jokes aside, you know, I'm in one of these good moves. I just want to come over here and spit some knowledge. You so fine. That's wild. Thank you. I appreciate that, Buffy. I appreciate that. But, you know, I even had some people, okay, I'm going to give you an example. So many people are disgusted with their own lives. The main people that's disgusted with their own lives choose to pick on someone else. So the people who, let's say the people who hate, like in comments, the people who hate in your comments, the people who hate, it's only a reflection of how somebody really is inside themselves. That has nothing to do with you. People who outwardly say things to you that's bad, that's, you know, ugly and stuff like that. It says nothing about you. It says everything about them. You know, a lot of people ask me, they be like, man, Capone, you know, these ain't people like who are fans. These are just people who just like to criticize. Man, you lost my respect, man. You lost my respect. You created an OnlyFans. Come on, man. You got to be on some. First of all, I live the life the way I want to live myself. I'm staying true to myself. I don't live by the guidelines of anyone else. How could I be a good leader to my people that I'm with? How could I be a good leader to even y'all if I was to sit around here and worry about, if I'm telling y'all to stay true to yourself and live your best life, and I'm not living my best life in my own personal life? I would be a contradictory, right? That'd be contradiction. So I just wanted to get on here that really inspire, because I know a lot of people are affected by this. Armani used to be affected by this. Even me growing up, I used to be affected by this. You know, I used to always worry about what people had to say. But I would outwardly say, I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm 1D, fuck everybody. That would be my attitude on the outside, but on the inside, I really used to care. And now that I've grown, and I've enlightened myself, and I've just grown as a man and learned to love myself and understand the value of who I am, I don't give a fuck about what anybody got to feel like. And now I got more peace, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to really just inspire people. Man, you got to stay true to yourself. You can't worry about the next motherfucker. And if the next motherfucker's worried about you, let them worry. You know what I'm saying? Let them worry. But you got to live your motherfucking life the way you choose to live it. You can't worry about what your family say. You can't worry about what your best friend saying. Because a lot of motherfuckers, oh yeah, you feel me? Tea time. But yeah, you can't really worry about none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always live your best motherfucking life, man. And right now, this is the first time in my life, all my years on earth, even though I'm not an old motherfucker, but all my years on earth, man, this is the first time I ever really had true peace and happiness, because I can wake up, I can do these lives with y'all and just be my motherfucking self. Some days I want to get on here and look like I'm a motherfucking business person. The next day I want to get on here looking like I'm a motherfucking genie. You know what I'm saying? But it's me. This is me, and if anybody ever watched me growing up in high school, I used to always be a flashy nigga wearing yellow with chains and fucking watches, even if they was fake. I used to wear them motherfuckers. Like, anybody who know me from high school, I used to be like that. What's up, my nigga C Black? I see you. But he can attest to it. He went to high school with me too. But yeah, you know, you just got to stay true to yourself. And I feel like a lot of people don't really realize, they realize it too late. Once they get older, they look back. And they're trying to teach the youngsters that because they already missed out on life. Man, don't let nobody make you, don't allow nobody to determine or to dictate. I can't even talk right now because the motherfucking watermelons is pretty good. Hold on, let me give you one more motherfucking watermelon. Let me get another piece of this motherfucking watermelon. There it is, juicy. Did you see the motherfucking juices that came out this one? Hold on. The motherfucking juices that came out there, motherfucker, was so motherfucking beautiful. Huh? Right, for real. But thank you everybody that's showing love. Thank you, Rare Breed. Thank you, everybody. You know, next, matter of fact, I'm gonna look at these comments again. Like I said, this ain't no poly segment. This ain't about poly talk, man. This is just me just chopping it up with y'all, heart to heart. My niece crazy. He said, not that good. Yes, it is good. Yes, it is good. Don't knock my motherfucking watermelon. Hey, did y'all? I don't know if y'all seen the nigga that was rapping all the motherfucking things around the watermelon, all the rubber bands. This is a piece of that watermelon that came from over there. But anyway, let me stay focused. Let me stay focused so I can give y'all the message of the day. You know what I'm saying? Please, if you are doing this, because most of us do this stuff and we don't realize we do this. We gotta stop worrying about what motherfuckers who ain't doing shit for us gotta say. Stop worrying about motherfuckers who ain't paying your motherfucking rent, who ain't motherfucking making sure that they ain't doing shit for you. Like, everybody worry about everybody. Everybody else's motherfucker, how they gotta feel. But these motherfuckers ain't doing shit for you. You know, because if you worry about motherfuckers that it's like the people who love social media. If you worry about what motherfuckers say, if that makes you feel good, that's why a lot of people create motherfucking social media so they can put up post pics so they can feel good. But if you live by motherfucking compliments, you'll die by motherfucking criticism. So don't get me wrong. Yeah, it feels good when people saying, oh yeah, you look good, Capone. But you know what feels really, really, really good? That I feel good about my motherfucking self. I know that I look good. I know that I feel good without all this shit. Even when I was motherfucking came home to nothing with no motherfucking money, no motherfucking jewelry around my neck, no nice clothes, I still felt good about myself. My outer appearance has nothing to do with the way that I feel about myself. My bank account has nothing to do with the way I feel about myself. The reason why I feel good about myself is because it's an internal thing that's going on. It has nothing to do with external things. It's all internal, you know what I'm saying? So before you start trying to, you know, like I told Armani before we got her 360 lipo, I said, baby, continue to love yourself no matter what. Continue to educate your mind and beautify that motherfucker, because no matter what your outer appearance may look, no matter how fine you look, if you're not comfortable and consciously aware of how the mind operates and how the ego operates and things of that nature, then you would, man, all that shit you doing on the outside ain't even gonna motherfucking matter. I know y'all seen those people that look good, especially them girls, with the fucked up attitudes, the stuck up, they just begin to look ugly to you. You feel me? And then y'all see them motherfucking type of people that's really handsome faced, or they might not be as cute, you know what I'm saying? But they have a terrific personality. They feel good. They got that motherfucking confidence about themselves, and it just makes them more attractive. You feel me? It just makes them more attractive. So at the end of the day, man, you just got to continue to love your motherfucking self, man. You got to continue to love yourself, and don't get caught up in worrying about what motherfuckers got to say. They ain't doing shit for you. You feel me? But I do want to chop it up with y'all. If y'all got some questions and things like that, let's chop it up with me for a little bit before I get out of here. I'm going to be on here for about like 10, 15 more motherfucking minutes. Confidence is key. It's all my mind thing when I think positive. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hold on. Let me see. Need my all motherfucking ready already. Yeah. Without self-love. Yeah, without self-love, how can you truly love someone else? You know what I'm saying? I always say that. That's why I always try to build my queens up, and I always press, you gotta love yourself. Don't love me more than you love yourself. Now, for some people who's like narcissistic, for people who just want to just control, be a control freak, and just want to be the aggressor and don't want their woman to have a motherfucking a voice and shit like that, they feed off of women that's weak. They feed off people who have low self-esteem. But with me, that's a turnoff. I want all my women to have a high self-esteem about themselves. I want all my women to love themselves, because if I know that they love themselves and they truly, truly, truly understand what loving themselves mean, man, I know they're gonna love the fuck out of me. You feel me? I know they're gonna love the fuck out of me, and that's just real. What you say? Can someone be a part of the film but not in a relationship? How can you be a part of the film? I don't hang out with nobody that's not real. I got homeboys, a couple of homeboys. You said I'm sweating? Am I a little bit? Probably because these motherfuckers, these lights. Could you help your drip angels build self-confidence? Yes, I help them not with just self-confidence, self-love, getting away from the, oh, y'all hear the motherfucking Aladdin, but getting away from the ego. People don't understand how much the ego destroys. Do anybody really understand what an ego is? In the first place, 'cause I like saying stuff about the ego, but I don't think really people know what the ego is. Ego is a false facade of self that we create by what we grow up. We grow up and we create this type of facade that we want people to see, but it's not your true self. All right. So, like, let's say somebody say, "Oh yeah, you ugly." Our ego will feel bruised because that's the ego. You're not operating in true self. Nobody can ever offend. Whenever you operating in your true self, you can never feel offended. But if you're operating in your ego, you can easily feel offended. So my big first step before I can even talk about self-love and self-confidence, you got to eliminate the ego. That ego is a motherfucking beast. Thank you. I can't even say your name, but I appreciate it. Yes, the ego is your worldly mask. I appreciate that, Destiny Dawson. Most definitely. She said, I can't wait to win my $200. That's that confidence. I like that. What's up, Ismail? Yes, indeed. Already tap in, C Black. Yeah, that ego is a bitch, and we all got a little bit of it. Every once in a while, I get into mine, so I have to, calm myself and be in the moment. That's all that means. Ego just means that you're unconscious. You know what I'm saying? And let's talk about the people who, in the conscious community, that becomes unconscious. All right. So whenever you see somebody that claims being conscious, and they're preaching, they teaching, but then they battling, they going against another conscious person in the community, and they arguing back and forth. That makes you unconscious. You can't even claim consciousness no more because it's the battle of the egos. Whenever you see arguments and things of that, that's when your egos are rising. And that's why I be so confused how people think that these people that's really big and famous and known in the conscious community are conscious, because they're not. That's not conscious. Whenever you creating conflict and you're going back and forth and you're only trying to protect your ego. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're trying to poke your chest out and be better than the next person, or you're trying to throw somebody down, that means you're unconscious. You know, conscious have love. Conscious brings you back to the origin of love, and you have peace, and you're more compassionate for others. So if you're not operating out of love and peace and compassion, then you operate in the ego. What was your question, Patrice? I'm sorry, baby. Let me see. What's up, Jimmy? Thank you, Breon. Thank you, Rare Breed, most definitely. You know, and for some of those who don't know me, I'm pretty sure y'all probably know me by now, but I'm O Capone out the south side of Teton. You know what I'm saying? The drip god who live a poly life with my drip angels. But right now, it's not about the poly life. It's just about me just chilling with y'all this afternoon. You know, it's early in Vegas right now. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see, coming through Vegas, 702 in here. Okay. Got a Vegas native up here. How did you get people to hear you out when you have a naturally smart-ass mouth? Asking for myself. You say I got a naturally smart-ass mouth? I don't think I'm smart. I don't think I'm smart. I think I'm just assertive. You know, I think I'm just an intelligent person who speaks assertive. So for some people who's insecure, they may get offended by that. And it's not even the true self getting offended by that. It's the ego, because they probably feel like they can't keep up. But no, I'm not a smart person. You know, I'm very humble. Hold on. How do you handle a narcissist? I just don't handle. I don't fuck with a narcissist. I don't fuck with people who's narcissists. So do you believe more in religion or being spiritual? I'm not religious at all. I grew up in a religion though. You know, I grew up part of Christianity, but now I don't subscribe to no religion. You know, even Jesus Christ wasn't a Christian. You know, that's not nowhere in the Bible. You know, but that's a whole nother thing. I ain't trying to even break down, because I can go all day with this type of shit. But no, I'm not in religion. I am spiritual. You know, I wake up, I pray to God. You know, the God of all things though. Not a sun, not the fucking elephants and trees and shit like that. But don't get me wrong, God is within everything though. You see, God is within. God is all around. God is omnipresent. God is in the motherfucking flowers. God is all around you. You know, the heavens is here. You can choose to live in your heaven, or you can choose to live in your hell. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? But I try not to do too much spiritual and religious talk, because I'm not trying to subscribe to that type of category. You know, I'm somebody that's more modern in the day. I'm cool. I love to, just have fun and spit knowledge in between time and just chill. You know, I'm most definitely connected to the Moors though. Destiny, that's good you picked that up. Connected to the Moors. Thank you, Marquis. Love the vibe you give up. Thank you, Star Williams. Thank you, Jerome. But yes, I'm most definitely spiritual, man. And this came in the last couple of years though. All my life I've been religious, you know, but religion teaches a lot of emotionalism. And let me break that down. You know, when you're more spiritual, you become more intelligent and more enlightened. But when you're more a part of religion, don't get me wrong, you can gain wisdom through religion and reading. I mean, especially when I read the word, I know the word. You can gain wisdom that way, but it's more about emotionalism. Like, okay, when you go to church, right? I'm gonna give y'all an example. And this is a jewel, so I hope y'all understand what I'm about to say. Okay, because the mind is very important. You know, but religion, it teaches you a lot about. Well, let me just break this down. When you go to church and you hear the pastor like, you know, put some money in the offering. Put some money in the offering. God's about to come with a blessing. He about to bless you. Oh, praise the Lord. You put this next $5 in, and I'm not mocking the pastor. I'm just giving y'all a very vivid analogy. Okay, so you putting that money in. You putting your last money in. You doing it in faith. He's teaching you about faith, which is faith is good. It's good to have faith. It's good to envision. It's good to believe. I'm not knocking that. Just follow me. Okay, so you're putting your money in there, right? So this is how me and my family used to be. My mother would put money in the offering, in the tithes. So now she's believing it emotionally. She's caught up in the moment. She's like, oh, God gonna bring me a blessing, right? But as soon as we leave church, right, she say, okay, we about to stop by the grocery store. So when we go into the grocery store, she's like, we need some towels. Pick out the cheapest towels. Okay, we need some soap. Pick out the cheapest soap. So at the same time, even though she was emotionally involved in believing blessings was going to come to her, she wasn't intellectually. Her mind was she still had a poverty consciousness. She didn't have a rich consciousness, you know. And a lot of church doesn't really, well, the churches that I've been involved in, they told you how to emotionally and have faith to believe in something, but they never told you how to mentally change your mind, the thought, the power of thought. They tell you about the tongue, but the mind is even powerful than the tongue. If you change your mind, the way you think, you can change the way your tongue speaks. And we don't really tap into that. So what my mother used to do, and the reason why you see so many black folks, especially in the urban communities, that always be paying tithes all these decades, and they never prosper. Even though God said all honors and riches are in his hand. God said that. So that means if we have all riches and honors in our hand, then why is the black church suffering in so much poverty? You want me to tell you why? I'm going to tell you why. Because the mind has never changed. They have the faith, but faith without works is dead. And they thinking the works has to be a physical action. But it's not a physical action. It's about the mind, the thoughts. It's about shaping the mind the way you think. Because as long as you have a poverty consciousness, a poverty image, your motherfucking poverty environment would never change. You know, so you got to change that mental. So when I became more spiritual, I started understanding how powerful the mind is, and how powerful it is that I can attract things by the way that I think. That's when I elevated in life. You know, but when I was just about just being in church, feeling good, praising, nothing is wrong with praise and worship. You know, they got me through some stuff. But when I was just doing that, instead of gaining a strong personal relationship with God, going within, man, it's been a big change, a whole 360. So I understand it from both sides. Okay, so right here, let me break that down for you, Brenda. See, I knew God put me on here right now for a reason. So Brenda said money is the root of all evil. So it's not something that I can leave in church. Okay, let me correct you. Right now, if I say, have y'all ever heard of the scripture, money is the root of all evil? Everybody in the damn fucking comments would be like, yes, money is the root of all evil. But that's not the scripture. The scripture never said money. It said for the love of money is the root of all evil. So it's listen to what I just not said. For the love of money. So it's not the money itself. It's the thoughts that we hold for things that make them unhealthy for us. What? Do y'all hear that, Jewel? It's the thoughts that we hold for things that make them unhealthy for us. So rather that relationship, the relationship is not unhealthy that you're having with that man or with that woman. It's the thoughts that you hold. Are you idolizing it? Come on, man. Y'all ain't ready to hear me today. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? That's for anything. The money, the job, the career, the relationship, anything that you hold a certain type of love that you put before your God, the creator who provided you with it, that's where it's at. That's what makes it evil. It's not the money itself. It's for the love of money, baby. Most definitely. Let me see. But my bad. I'm passionate about this. You know, my drip angels, they hear me like this all the time. But y'all don't really hear me on this type of thing. I'm really more, a little bit more humble. But I love speaking like this and shit like that. But I'm not trying to come off preachy and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? It's the greed of money. Yeah, it's the thoughts that you hold behind money. It's not money itself. Money is never evil. Money has never been the root of evil. But we hear it so much, so we just duplicate it. We duplicate it. We just duplicate what we hear. Oh, money is the root of all evil. But then we forget that most powerful, well, for the love. We forget the three motherfucking words before that. For the love. For the love of money is the root of all evil. You know, we forget that important part. Let me see. Let me see. We having church today, I know. I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to eat my watermelon and just listen to my Arabian music in the background. I appreciate that. So check this out. Somebody said 48 laws, right? The 48 laws of power. When I was in prison, well, before I went to prison, I read that book. I don't necessarily really support the book of 48 Laws of Power because it teaches you manipulation and deception. And that's not love. That's not the pureness in it. You know, we got to get back to the origin. We got to get back to the essence of love. We got to understand what love is. And when you're doing things out of manipulation and unpurity, you compromising your character, first of all, and then you're going to attract that back to you. So I don't support the 48 Laws of Power. I'm not, nothing against Robert Greene, who made the book. I'm just not for it. I'm not into manipulation and deception. Because if you just operate in your true your trueness, your true Godship, being that God that you are, being that God, a small G. I'm not saying no blasphemous stuff because I know there's a lot of religious folks who look at me. But once you know your value, once you know who you really are, what you're a part of, being a part of God, being in the same image of God, then you understand what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm talking about. So you are a God and you are a goddess when you know. It's just like if you think about the ocean. This is the best way I can break this down. Think about the ocean, that vastness of the water. And then it creates streams and lakes. Well, all the streams and lakes still come from that ocean. It's still a part of water. It's all still water. It's called water at the end of the day. You're not going to change it from not being water. It's still water. So that's the same thing with us. We're God. We come from God. We're a part of God. So that's what makes us God. We're not the creator of all things because we're not the capital G. But at the same time, you got to know your value. You got to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing they don't teach while you're in church. You feel what I'm saying? Because we know Lucifer fell from heaven because of pride. So they try to stay away from things. But the pastors, the bishops, they understand what I'm saying. Trust me. But they ain't going to preach that to the congregations because some people may take that in the wrong way. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. Yes, indeed. That's true, Mary. That's true. Okay. Yes, indeed. Jamaica, my bad. I got too much. No, I'm not a pimp, but I was involved into the fast lifestyle before in my past. But no, I'm not a pimp. That's not a bad question. You just wondering, you must be somebody new that's following me. That wasn't a bad question, baby. I'm very transparent, and I never would do anything in my life that I'm gonna be ashamed of. I own it. You said what? Get out. Oh no, King is cool. Right, the way I laugh when you read it, it gave the mic. Okay. Have you ever read? Yes, I read the 48 Laws. That's why I was just not speaking on the 48 Laws of Power. Let me see. Okay, so how do you find your drip angels? You know, I usually like, I mean, they contact me on social media. You know, they contact me on social media, but I've been knowing Armani for 13 years. She's been with me for 13 years. I love you too, niece. I'm a Muslim born and raised, and I agree with everything you're saying. I appreciate that, Aaliyah. I appreciate that. How can you learn some more of this knowledge? You just gotta, first of all, you know, I love the question. You just gotta continue to want to seek. You gotta, it's a few things you can do, you know, because I'm not nobody. I'm just as ignorant. I'm just as foolish as the next person. So don't come to me. I'm not. All I can do is give advice. I don't know more than anybody, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, reading books, you know, doing research. You know what I'm saying? Doing research on certain things. Even when I was a Christian, I looked up everything. I looked up what, when I grew up as a Christian, I'm not a Christian anymore. I don't subscribe to any religion anymore. But I looked up stuff about the Quran. I looked up stuff about and everything. Witchcraft. Like, I wanted to know why people believe what they believe. I want to know why Jehovah's Witnesses believe what they believe. But me, that's me. I'm a nerd. So I stay doing researches. The book Secret, I have the book Secret. Yeah, I read it. It's cool about the law of attraction and things like that. But if you want to go that route, the best route to go to is the power, not the Power of Now, but the Prosperity Bible. It's not a religious book. It's got like a lot of different books about the mind and how you attract things. It got Think and Grow Rich. It got As a Man Thinketh by James Allen in it. Why You Didn't Hit Me Back. What was that? Candy Flames? When was this? Inbox me. I can't remember if I even know who I'm talking to right now. Send me a text. I mean, send me an inbox. Let me see. What books would I recommend? My favorite books is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. That's my favorite. That's my favorite book because it teaches you about the ego and how to eliminate the ego. And then Zen, The Art of Happiness. That's another one. Think and Grow Rich. That's cool. So, is it rude to just FaceTime you or inbox you? And we can't message you, but would you like to check on many levels? Yeah, you can do that, baby. I remember your name, so if you inbox, I check my filter messages. We can chop it up. Think and Grow Rich. I ain't forgot about you, Ramsey. I'm most definitely hit you up. Let me see. I'm in this type of stuff learning, but didn't know where to look. Yeah, and plus I pray and meditate. Do you meditate? Do you pray? Hey, TKO, where's my Armani's right here? Say hello.
Armani, gang.
Yeah, she laying down though. I mean, she laying down on her phone. So could a female start a poly relationship and be taken seriously? It's already females who do it. You know, if you look it up on the internet, it's female poly relationships. I can't tell you if they'd be successful or not, or I took it serious or not. Jay Huss. Am I good on what? Is it different with the strip shutdown? It's most definitely different with the strip shutdown. You send me a message, Kimberly? All right, I'm gonna most definitely check it out. What was your riffraff question, Palmer? Because this ain't really about music. You know, I just wanted to get on here. This ain't about the Drip Angels. This ain't about a poly lifestyle. This is me just kicking game with y'all. But yeah, she's feeling a lot better, babe. They say Armani gang. Prezzo, what it do, man? Send me some music. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Y'all hear my little music? Hold on, let me get some, because I am sweating. Probably because these lights. 1 sec. Whew. I gotta grab it out there. Yeah. That AC on. I don't know why. But probably these lights I got. Do you still believe? Yes, of course. God is the reason why I'm here. Thanks to his graces and mercies. I'm rooted in. I'm just not religious. People think when you're not religious that you necessarily, just because you're not religious, you don't believe in God. No, I'm spiritual. I'm just not religious. Let me see. What about women who just need game? When you say what about women who just need game, what do you mean by that? Do I talk to women who just need game? No, I don't give away free game. I don't just like this is. I mean, but I'm giving away now because this is to a whole audience. You know, but as far as this, you know how I wouldn't have time for my own Drip Angels if I was just talking to everybody in the inbox just giving out free game. Let me see. But that's why you should get a man, not a male, not just somebody who's a male, but get you a man. A man's always going to be somebody who's intelligent enough to lead you, you know, and give you the instructions and guidance. Like I said, man, I'm just another man. I'm not better than the next man, you know, better than a male, but I'm not better than the next man. It's men out there. There's other men out there. I need you to start these people within there. Let me see, how do I send it? Just send it to TKO Capone at Gmail. And you go to YouTube and listen to me. You just gotta send it. You just gotta send it in. Hold on, let me turn this shit down. It's like this shit got loud. Folks, I appreciate that. I appreciate that most definitely. Do I only date dancers? I date go-getters. I like people who are go-getters, women who are driven in life. So you don't only have to be a dancer, most definitely. I do live a fast lifestyle though. I don't think female can lead other female. It's plenty of female leaders out there, yes. But she was asking about a poly relationship. If you're referring back to that question, she's talking about a poly relationship, you know. But as far as females, there's many of female leaders. I mean, that's even ancient. Yes, okay, yes, indeed. Let me see. Thank you, so gorgeous. I appreciate that. Already, Stanley, tap in with me. So what if you have an alpha female? Would you feel as if she's controlling? I don't think I've ever met an alpha female, but I'm truly comfortable. See, look, this is where you got to eliminate the ego. If a woman is I never met one, so I can't tell you how one would act, but I know that I'm a man. I know I'm an alpha male. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'll be comfortable around any type of woman. It doesn't matter if what you are. Send it to my inbox, baby. That's crazy, man. Thank you, Walter. I appreciate that, Walter. Let me see. Now, I didn't come back on last night. I know I was supposed to, if you was on IG, I was supposed to go live and do the little freaky the freaky, what we call it, the thirsty after hours with Davion. No, I did not do that. Oh yeah, so for those who are viewing, most definitely go over to IG and add me. You know, add me. I want to know, is it difficult being? Hold on, I want to know, is it difficult being with women who has children? Would it slow you down? No, it's not difficult having women. My whole time, really, for the last, I've always met. I don't think I've ever had a poly relationship without women being involved, or even when I was in a fast lifestyle. Now with me having bringing a new child into the world, that can slow certain things down, you know. But right now, all that would be on hold. You need to worry about your own. You may have a few. You can give one a chance. What's up with you, Marie? Already candy flames. What you think about investing in like futures? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't. You said what? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the question. But yeah, if y'all got some questions for me, I'm just chilling. You know, let me eat these watermelons while y'all ask me some good questions. You motherfuckers are good. Hopefully y'all drinking y'all water and y'all eating y'all fruit. Taking care of y'all body during this time. Where do you live? I live in Nevada. I live in Las Vegas. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, though. Southside T-Town. Shanice, you ain't been watching the interviews? Nah. Just look. Matter of fact, nobody tell her if Amber made it. Make her go watch the other videos. Don't tell her if Amber made it. She asking if Amber made it. The interview. Ronald. I don't really know. I mean, see, I'm not the type of person to get on here and just speak to be speaking, so I can sound politically correct and intelligent and all that type of shit about everything. I don't know about the oils, you know, the oil companies and stuff like that. I heard there's a lot of money in it, but if I don't got the education on it, if I'm ignorant to it, then I couldn't give you no advice. So I don't know about it. You know, maybe you can tell me something about it. Brianna, you can have it. It's a lot of people that's starting to wake up. You know, when it comes to this polygamous lifestyle, it's a lot of people that's, you know, they starting to wake up. You know, 10 years ago, this really would have been seeming nuts to a lot of people. But, you know, people are slowly coming around. You know, they're starting to understand. Let me see. Yes. You know, we have a plan to start investing in all kinds of businesses. Right now, it's at the first beginning. Hold on. Now I was choking on motherfucking seed. On motherfucking live. I'm about to see me down live. But yeah, you know, when it comes to, that's what it's all about, man. Creating a legacy, creating the type of residual income to where, you know, our kids can live up on it. So, you know, creating businesses. But right now we're starting from the beginning. I just came home from prison. So, you know, we just starting out. The only person that's been with me on my team is Armani. You know, all the other people that y'all seen is people who just now came in my life this month. Well, last month in August, because we just not hit May. So, you know, I haven't got to build with anybody. Even when y'all seen Jasmine on the side, we haven't built anything yet. The only thing that we built it was a relationship with being around each other. But as far as like, you know, she came in during the coronavirus, you know, so, but as far as like, you know, building the things of that nature, it's only been me and Armani. And we started from ground zero. When I say from ground zero, we didn't have no money. When I came home, we didn't have no money. No money. People see us now, they think, man, I had my Bentley before I went to prison. You feel me? Oh, I mean, I got some new jewelry, but a lot of my jewelry was before prison. So we're not rich. Don't even get that. You know what I'm saying? So we haven't been able to, we haven't started investing yet. That's why we're just building. That's why I'm open. You said get seedless? I thought this was seedless. Oh, nah. We got some seeds in this motherfucker. That'd be viral, then motherfucker. Niggas start choking on the watermelon seed. Yeah, they start coming to help me.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, Armani solid Solid ain't even a motherfucking word. You feel me? You know, a lot of other people was liquid. You know, come on. Just be open. You said just be open? Oh, no, you talking to somebody else. Okay. You said seedless fruit is all bad? Come and help me, Marie. Come and help me. I take these vitamins. It's over there. I'll be taking these vitamin C little pills and shit like that. You know, a lot of vitamin C is really good for you. Certain pills are really, really good for you. The ones I got is, at least. All right, she said, what advice would you give if you wanted to bring up a poly relationship to your boyfriend? Just do it. Just be transparent. Because if you don't just be open with him about what you want, you'll never be happy. And if you're never really happy, then how can you make him happy? I say that all the time. If somebody's trying to dictate, like if a girl, like now, I've had so many women come in my life, they fall in love with me or whatever, and they just like, I just want you to myself. They try to switch me up. They think because I love them that I'm going to go ahead and switch up. And I say, look, this is my vision. You know, if I'm not happy living my vision, then I'm not gonna make you happy in the long run. There's no way I can make you happy if I'm trying to live my life according to the way you want me to live. So if you're not happy just being with your boyfriend, not to say that he doesn't make you happy, but if you would like to build with have a bigger family and stuff like that, just talk to him about it. And if he's not with it, then most definitely it's gonna be, trust me, it's gonna be some there's probably gonna be some niggas in the comment right now, like, where she at? You feel me? Yeah. Right, Paige. I never heard a guy ever say no to multiple females, whether they can teach them or not. I take care of them or not. Hold on. So none of my men would ever bow to this for me. They are fuck boys. They like mind games. Well, the thing is, you're not fucking with men. You fucking with boys. You fucking with males. But a man has a different type of understanding. So you got to choose a different type of man. I mean, you got to choose whether you want a boy or you want a man. And, it depends on what you like, baby. But if you get you a man, most definitely a man, I understand that. So no woman has ever made you just want them and only them? No. Ain't no word to describe shorty, huh? No. Videos on landscape mode for YouTube. I can't wait. Yeah, I want to go to YouTube. We really want to go to YouTube, but the thing about YouTube is, I know we got a lot of subscribers pretty quick, but it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to YouTube, you got to be like in the thousands for it to be cool. So we're just waiting to grow our channel. We put up certain things from here and there. But as far as like doing it on a whole nother level, like how we about to do it, I'm going to wait till we get a little bit more subscribers. Oh, yeah, for the people who don't even know, if you subscribe to TKO Capone and the Drip Angels on YouTube, we're going to pick 5 people out of the 10,000 subscribers. Every 1,000 it gets to, we're going to pick somebody and cash out them $200. And we're going to do a live for everybody to see. Right now, we're almost at 1,000, so we about to, as soon as they hit 1,000, we cash out them. With the proper instructions, your finances will be in your favor. Hold on, let me see. Is there a cap on how many ladies I want? Nah, it's not a cap on how many ladies I want. I just go with life, I don't say, I know the other day, we talked about the reality show that's coming soon. It was like 7, I said 7, but really, it's whatever it be, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, well, it can't be 1, but whether it's 2, 3, or 10, I just go with the universe, because when it comes to building a family, you can't really put a cap on. You can't, like, it's something real, so it got to be organic. What's up with Moan Jones, though? 7 because his birthday on the 7th. That's right, baby. Look, Zandria being on that shit. I like that. I like a woman who can pay attention and can, and relay the message and all that good shit. I don't even have to. Thank you, DD Banks. I appreciate that. Brother, who is your favorite rapper? Rick Ross? Nah, none of them. They're cool people, but, I think I'm my favorite artist. But outside of me, I think I like J. Cole. I like Yeah, I like J. Cole for right now. You know, are the women in your life allowed to have multiple men too? No, I get asked this on every live. No, sweetie. Okay, a man is the head of his household. I'm a straight male at that. So, but the man is the head of his household. I'm the king of my household. I'm the head. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm the head of my household, then there can't be no other testosterone around. You know what I'm saying? If they want to have other men, then they should be in relationships with other men. Ever since the ancient days, Africa, Bible, you will never see multiple men inside of a house with one man. It'll always be one man. One man. Let me see. Last night I commented on your live. I wish my husband, BM, wasn't so bitter about. All right, let me read this shit. Let me open it up. Have you dealt with a bitter, and how? Okay, so I met a few bitter women, and it's just too toxic. Back in the day, when I was toxic, then I could, I would accept somebody who was toxic. Hurt people, accept people. Misery loves company. So when I was somebody that was unhealthy mentally, most definitely I can deal with but now I got so much love for myself. I wouldn't even allow a bitter person to have the opportunity to even be in my atmosphere or around anybody. So I don't deal with bitter people today. Thank you, Patrice. How do you deal with jealousy women if they are part of the team? Well, to give an honest answer, some women, they start off jealous because everybody don't just start on the team and just be perfect. That'd be a lie. Thank you, Nisha. Everybody don't just start out with the confidence, the ultimate confidence. I'm not saying you got to be some superior-minded individual before you meet me, because that's my, I help women develop and grow. So when it deals with that, I just, I always just build up a woman and let them know that, I help them build their confidence in themselves. And not only just me, but at the same time, I help them be more confident in who I am and their position in my life. And I just help them to love themselves more, because the more love that they have about themselves, the more knowledge that they have about themselves, the more love they gain. And they won't be jealous about anybody else because they know their own value. See, when you know your own value, you can't sweat you ain't gonna be sweating the next girl. It's all about loving yourself. Let me see. All right, some of these comments, hold on. Man, TK, I honestly think if I join, it's going to be tension. I'm cut from a different vibe in the world, no cap. And why do you say that, Candy Flames? You know what? You're right. You just not say, okay, I'm reading this comment from Candy Flames. She says, TK, if I was to join, it would be tension. I think it's going to be tension. I'm cut from a different cloth. So guess what? Whether you believe something is right or wrong, or whether you believe something's going to happen, that's the truth. And you're going to manifest that. So yeah, if you already think like that, oh yeah, it would be like that, because that's what you're manifesting. You attract whatever thought holds dominion in your mind. So you got to always, sweetie, you got to always try to correct your thoughts, because your thoughts are powerful. What you think, you manifest. Why do you think, oh, this is about to get good. This is about to get good. Why do you think so many good females? I'm pretty sure we got a lot of good women in the comments right now. What's up with you, Tanisha, baby? Why do you think it's so many good women who's been fucked over before? That's why I don't really believe too much into the karma shit. I kind of don't subscribe to the karma, because karma says if you do something to somebody, it's gonna be done back to you. But how many women has been faithful, loyal to their nigga, even men loyal to their woman, and got fucked over? Where did that karma come from? Right? Let me tell you why. Because a lot of it has to do with the mind. Why do you think women say, okay, all these niggas always done me wrong. I'm always getting done wrong. Matter of fact, I don't even need no relationship. I'm gonna start fucking with women now. I tell you why. Because now that they have one experience, one experience really, because it starts out with one. The reason why that you keep on attracting it, because you're in fear of it. Whatever you fear, you're gonna attract. That means that thought holds dominion. So if you're in a relationship and you're starting off something new, that's why we call that baggage. So if you're starting off a relationship and you already know you came from a painful relationship where somebody did you wrong, and especially if it happened multiple times, then you're bringing in that relationship, even though you're saying, oh, no, it's not no baggage. No, I'm going to give this person a chance. In the back, see, it's about your subconscious. It's not about just your conscious level. You got to go deep to the roots, baby. It's in that subconscious mind that's holding that thought of fear. That thought is like, man, this nigga, I hope he don't fuck me over. This nigga might fuck me over. Man, I don't know. And guess what ended up happening? The nigga end up fucking you over. Because you're attracting that. So that's why we got to continue to direct our thoughts. We got to continue. It's a constant effort. It's not easy. That's why it's hard to meditate. You got to continue daily to say, you know what? I know my value. I know what I deserve. I know what I can have. And I know I will have it. Did you hear what I said? You got to do all those 4 things. You got to say it just like that. You got to know what you're going to deserve. Because all fear is, I'm going to tell you what fear is. And I know this is a universe speaking through me right now because this is wisdom. I can't come up with this on my own. Fear, all of fear is inverted faith. You want me to tell you what that means? Faith is believing in something positively. Just think about it. Okay, I have faith in something. You believe in positive in something. But fear is just the opposite. It's inverted faith. That means you're believing in the negative. Nah, you can't do that, queen. You can't do that, goddess. Nah, fuck all that. Erase all that shit. Erase all them thoughts. Stop fearing the negative shit. Start having faith. Start having faith in the positive because you're operating on a higher vibration and you're going to attract higher things to you. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got to eliminate that fear, baby, if you want to have better. So to Candy Flames, to go back on that, so when she says, okay, yeah, I'm cut from a different cloth, you know, blah, 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 you know, it's going to be tension. That's what she's going to manifest because she's already thinking about it. Not only is she speaking into the universe, but her thought is already putting that frequency out. Woo, the mind is a motherfucker, boy. That mind is a motherfucker. You feel me? Let me see. Let me see. So true. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, everybody. Hey, TKO Capone, question for you and Armani. From being together since him growing up into adulthood for both. Well, Armani's not going to get on here and speak because she don't want to be seen. Are you either proud of the individuals you grew into, and let alone the way how things turned out in the end? Damn, baby, you make it seem like I died or I'm about to die tomorrow or some shit. Of course, I'm very thankful to the Most High on how I've turned out so far, how my life is turning out, because where I came from, I ain't supposed to be here. People who know my past, I'm not even talking about my recent past. I've been through hell and back, baby, in these last 10 years. But I'm talking about just growing up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, coming from poverty. You know, my sister is in the comments right now and living in a garage on the north side of Tulsa. 3 sisters, no father at home, never met my father. She left my mother while I was in her stomach. My mama, you know, going through things.